Negotiations with the Republican government are complete. The possibility of an armed conflict in the Nord Highlands has been successfully averted. However, they did demand that we hand over the mercenaries responsible from the attack as part of their terms.
I suppose that's acceptable. After all, it was a shortcoming on our side that allowed that incident to occur. We should consider this a chance to place Rocksmith in our debt, especially with the trade conference on the horizon.
Yes, sir. Though it's regrettable that we were unable to catch the mastermind. There's not a doubt in my mind that he's one of the ringleaders.
Indeed. It seems we'll need to exercise greater caution from now on, if this is what they're capable. Our next concern is the upcoming Summer Festival. Any thoughts as to the optimal placement of the Ironbloods?
I believe their primary target will be next month's trade conference. I propose posting Lecter to the east and Millium to the west. That leaves me here to take care of the capital.
It's almost like you read my mind. Very well then. I'll leave the preparations to you.
Yes, sir. With all respect, don't be afraid of working me hard, sir. I could run these kinds of logistics in my sleep.
Ha! I am all too aware of how indebted I am to your abilities. That's why I'm leaving the Summer Festival in your capable hands. Perhaps you may even consider using them as a test.
Please excuse my intrusion, Your Excellency. His Excellency the Governor has arrived and wishes to speak with you.
Ah, show him in.
As you wish, sir.
Coming in. Oh, forgive my intrusion. I didn't realize you had company.
No, it's quite all right. I just finished giving my report. It's wonderful to see you again, Governor.
Likewise. I think it's been, what, 2 months since we last spoke? I'm in your debt for helping out with the security arrangements at last month's commemoration event at City Hall. I've been looking forward to thanking you in person.
Glad to have been of service. I'll be sure to pass on your thanks to everyone else involved. Anyway, if you'll excuse me.
Good work as always, Captain.
It never ceases to amaze me that a woman like that heads up the Ironbloods. Your icy maiden has the provincial armies positively scared stiff.
Competent as she is, she's not the group's primary member. But she and the rest of the Ironbloods continue to do some fine work, especially against those cunning vipers amongst the ranks of the nobility and the 4 great houses in particular.
Agreed. But we'll need to stay vigilant.
I'm pleased that you agree, Imperial Governor Carl Regnitz.
The feeling's mutual.
That's Machias' dad.
Chancellor Gileath Osborne.
And on that note, hello everybody and welcome back to
Of
The
course.
Legend of Heroes.
That's exactly
Trails of
why I
Cold
intend to go with
Steel.
him.
I was not going to say a word during their whole talking thing. I figured it's best to let them talk since they're already, voice acted. I don't have to read it. And so now we have finally finished chapter 3, I think. So now I think we're in the 4th chapter. So I think we have 3 more chapters to go. And so the story should probably be picking up by now.
Next month's conference may be the West Samuria Trade Conference in name, But it's far more than that. It's the region's first international conference in modern times. So the discussions won't be limited to economic matters. Regional security and other timely issues are sure to come up.
I see. So that's why all the region's heads of state will be in attendance?
Precisely. President Rocksmith will represent the Republic of Calvert, of course. Prince Albert will be representing the Principality of Ermaferia as its head of state. Crown Princess Claudia will be coming to represent Liberl in place of the Queen. And representing Crossbell State, we have Mayor Croyce and Speaker McDowell. All of them are either heads of state or their acting representatives.
Meanwhile, Erebonia is sending Chancellor Osborne as a representative of the Imperial government. But Father is the head of state, isn't he?
Indeed. And that's why I'm planning to go as well, even though I'm far from the ideal candidate. The Imperial family needs to be represented to make sure all sides are on equal terms.
You shouldn't be so harsh on yourself. But I think I understand the situation. I feel so ashamed. I shouldn't have to rely on you to educate me about simple politics like this. Recently, I feel as though all my inadequacies have been staring me in the face. I wish every day I had the intelligence and quick-wittedness you possess. And I wonder, am I truly capable of inheriting the throne from Father?
You know, Her Highness Princess Claudia of Liberl once said exactly the same thing.
She did?
As the successor to the throne of Liberl, I've heard that she agonized over whether she was fit to become queen. But eventually, she came to terms with her own inexperience and vowed that she would strive each day to overcome it. And I have no reason to believe that my talented brother cannot do the same.
Olivert, thank you. Your support means a lot to me.
That said, I do think you should spend more of your time living life the way you want to. I don't think anyone would blame you for wanting to indulge your interests once in a while.
I am how I am, I'm afraid. To be honest, I'm a little jealous of how being so open and carefree comes so naturally to you.
Well, I think it'd be less concerning for all involved if you avoided taking after me too much.
Another thing, I sometimes find myself admiring Chancellor Osborne's strong-willed nature as well.
Oh?
He was quite forceful in introducing the Imperial Transportation Act last year, despite the opposition's objections. But ever since then, I've heard the number of orbital car accidents has fallen dramatically. I can see why Father trusts him so much.
Well, I wouldn't disagree that was a fine piece of policymaking. The campaign he launched with the help of City Hall was exceptionally well executed. But on the other hand...
Honestly, don't you think it's a little early in the day to be having a stuffy political discussion?
Alphen?
Oh, have your lessons already finished for the day?
Indeed. They gave us the afternoon off to prepare for the summer festival. But come on, Cedric. You need to stop taking everything so seriously. We're 15. It's far too early for us to be worrying about politics.
Actually, I'm not sure 15 is too early, to be honest.
What you should be concerned about is being more of a man at official parties.
I think I agree with the boy.
Blushing head to toe just from a lady asking you to dance? Shameful. Totally shameful.
Oh, come on. Why do you have to bring that up again?
You know, that did wonders for his popularity. The ladies at that party were swooning left and right. He was playing their maternal instincts like a harp.
Well, I can't deny that. Even some of the men there were fawning over him, saying Cedric was more of a youthful flower than me.
Surely you're kidding, right?
That reminds me, Alphen. Have you decided on your dance partner for the upcoming garden party?
Yeah. You've always avoided dancing at official functions.
Curious, are we? Well, I do have someone in mind this time. Although whether I can get him to say yes...
Really?
My. Sounds like you aren't just blowing smoke. Imperial Chronicle is going to have a field day when they find out.
You're really going to dance with someone? Could it be a son from one of the 4 great houses?
That's for me to know and you to discover. He is a noble, though. I'll give you that much. Oh, that reminds me. Prince Oliver? I have a proposal I'd like to discuss with you.
Is it just me, or can you guys see where this is going? Because I can see where this is going. I have a pretty clear idea of where this is going. But as I can safely say, she's up to something.
I should open that letter from Reen that came in this morning. I'm almost afraid to think how Her Highness would have reacted if she found this. Dear Miss Schwarzer. Really, Reen? Still Miss Schwarzer? I'm your own sister. What? Reen, why?
What was that about? I'm going to assume we'll find out later.
Mid-July. Summer had come to Trista, and that meant it was time for us students to dust off our short-sleeved shirts. With months of experience under our belts, we finally found ourselves adjusting to the rigors of our coursework. And it was during those early days of summer, before the heat became well and truly withering, that we saw the start of a uniquely seasonal new lesson.
All right, that should be enough of a warm-up. I'm supposed to remind you that swimming classes here are meant to teach you skills relevant to military service. You know, how not to drown if you wind up in the water, how to save others from drowning, CPR, that kind of stuff. In fact, CPR is a pretty vital skill on any battlefield. Reen, Elisa, would you care to give us a demonstration?
She's always
Instructor!
starting something.
Come on, guys, just kidding around. Point is, it's still important that you learn how to do it and that you won't hesitate to use it if the need arises. Whether that means locking lips with someone of the same sex or the opposite.
Of course.
He doesn't even care.
Well, it is a skill we can use to save someone's life.
After we've covered that, I'll be timing how long it takes each of you to swim the length of the pool. Will you give me a hand, Laura?
As you wish.
We already know Laura's a fast swimmer from their cooking stuff. I forget what they're called. I don't remember. You're up, Gaius. Ready and go. You're next, Emma. Ready, go. Wow, look at Gaius go. Yeah, I heard he used to swim in that lake in the Highlands every summer, so I kind of expected that. Emma's a lot faster than I thought she'd be, too. Though it's not so much her swimming ability I envy. What do you... Oh, I get it. You don't need to get it. Anyway, what are you doing just staring at girls in swimsuits? I'm not staring. My eyes are just pointed in that general direction. Okay, that is the perfect line for somebody saying anything like that. Well, any guy would have a hard time taking his eyes off our class girls. I'm not even sure who to gog at first. I mean, even the other guys are handsome. You're pretty toned yourself, Rain. You think? Well, it does look like you put a lot into your exercise and training. As for you, Elliot, I think you're better just the way you are. Aw, really? I don't think I want to imagine Elliot all buffed and ripped. Even I don't. Hey, what's that on the left side of your chest, Rain? Some kind of scar? I noticed that too. I noticed that when it was zoomed in on the group. I was wondering what that was, and then I thought it was something just a dot. It does look like it's a scar or something. Oh, you're right. It's so faint that I hadn't noticed it before. Oh, that? It's some kind of mark. It's been there as long as I can remember. I don't know how I got it, though. Wow. Actually, when I look at it more closely, it looks like a bunch of little scars all knit together. It makes you look really manly and tough. I kind of wish I had one now. Seriously? It really wouldn't suit you, trust me. I can't believe we finished with the exact same time. We must be destined to strive against each other forever. What are you talking about? The only one I was competing against was myself. And even now, I barely put much effort into it. Well, it's not like I was giving it my best either. These two. That was refreshing. I wouldn't mind swimming a little longer, actually. Okay, Laura, are you ready? It's time. Ugh, wow. Okay, I'll time your lap. Though I doubt I really need to, considering you're in the swimming club. No, please do. So, Laura's next. You can tell she's a member of the swimming club. Just look at the way she stands on the block. Ready, and go. Whoa, she's fast. You already know this, Rain. How is she doing? Impressive. Phew. Well done. Let's see, 20.2 seconds. Not bad at all. Alright, I think it's time for me to dive into the mix. Everyone pick a partner. It's time for a little head-to-head competition. Well, that came out of nowhere. Uh-oh, racist. It appears we've been given a chance to settle this once and for all. I'm ready when you are. I think we'd be a good match, Emma. How about it? True, our times were pretty close. How about it, Laura? Want to partner up with me? Not today, I'm afraid. I wish to challenge you this time. Me? Laura. But your times weren't even close. Well, alright, let's go with that. I guess that leaves me with Threen. It's your lucky day again. Wait, why me? Let's start off real quick. Juice has got you, Mackies. Phew, I'm exhausted. You know, this seems like it would be pretty effective as part of a diet plan. Really? Okay, let's see what you've got. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to win this, is there? Go easy on me, guys. Same to you. Press, oh, so it is a big game. Press triangle O when the circles overlap. Oh boy. Doing this repeatedly will increase your speed. Okay, well at least it's triangle and O. Ah, okay. That's going really quickly. I apparently have to do it before. Yeah, I apparently have to do it before because when I tap it when it reaches it, it's done too quickly. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Okay, so I apparently have to tap it before. It just goes really quickly. Still a second. Are they gonna give me another shot? I think I have to get more grates, but I'm not exactly sure of the timing on that. Alright, cool. I like this little mini game. It might take me a minute to get the hang of it though. That mess up really messed it up. Like, that one mistake. Like, I get a, like, when I'm doing things like this, I get a rhythm. And if I break that rhythm, it takes me a while to get back on it. Let's see if I can get first. If you mess up, you're pretty much done. Okay, so to get great, you have to be, I think, a little bit past the mark. I wish there was another indicator. Oh, that's difficult. I'm not giving up. I just don't know when to press it for grades. It's probably when it lines up on, because if you look, there are a couple black lines. I got it though. Oh, that's a fun little mini game. That's a fun little mini game. Maybe increase by 3. I actually won. Nicely done, Reed. I'm exhausted. I hope we can do that again at a later time in this game. That was actually kind of fun. It is hard getting the timing down. It moves so quickly too. And I don't exactly know when to press it for the grades. Okay, are you both ready? Not quite.
Fee, how about giving it all you've got this time?
She was holding back. She doesn't really put much effort into anything.
Huh? Laura? What if I already did?
I don't think so. I could tell just by watching you. Don't make light of me. Your earlier time was certainly not the best you're capable of.
Well, it's not very polite to your opponent to hold back. This isn't like the battlefields you grew up fighting on. It's a place you can grow and better yourself by challenging others. Deep down, I know you realize that.
Good. Then let us begin.
Looking at them like this, it's obvious how different their builds are.
If build were all that mattered, we would have turned in faster times than either of them.
I imagine the difference lies in their control of their bodies.
Yeah, this will be one to watch.
Ready? Go!
I knew she was fast.
What?
Incredible!
I mean, when you fight with her, when you fight with Fi, she's already really, really quick. And if
Which
you pay
of them was
attention
first?
to how she always moves, she is fast.
It was too close to call.
No, there was a tiny difference. Laura came out ahead on this one.
Having longer arms might have been the deciding factor, even.
Oh, I wish I could have joined in.
Well done.
The same to you. You can do this when you want to, and yet you consistently hold back. Why?
No reason, really? Too much effort, I guess.
It seems we truly cannot find a middle ground.
Fi's just lazy. Well, the temperatures are going up, and I don't know about you, but I'm wilting like a flower. But as everyone knows, when the heat is on, that's when the refreshing power of beer is at its peak. Oh, maybe I should use my free day tomorrow to hit up all the capital's beer gardens. If you're waiting for us to stop you, you're in for a long wait. So, do you have some classy gentlemen lined up to go with you? Or will you be flying solo again? Yeah, you just had to ask. Anyway, moving on. Your next practical exam is coming up next Wednesday. I'm sure you're already used to them by now, but just make sure you're ready. Yes, instructor. That means next weekend will be our field study then. It feels like we just got done with our last one. Well, for you guys, no, but for us, yes, we did. Literally last episode. Aw. If we're tied up next weekend, I guess I won't be able to go to the capital for the summer festival this year. What summer festival? It's a seasonal holiday, kind of. Most of the major cities in Erebonia celebrate it in June. I've heard it's actually an old animistic festival that the Septian Church adopted. I see, we actually do have a similar festival in Nord. Though if it's mostly celebrated in June, why does the capital wait until July? You know, I always wondered that too. Does anyone actually know? The standards for teaching just aren't what they used to be. I believe it has something to do with the War of the Lions, though beyond that. That's correct, July is the month when Emperor Dressel brought an end to the Civil War. Because of that, the summer festival was held a month late, alongside the celebrations of the war's end. Huh, interesting. Actually, I think Instructor Toma was talking about that one time. But it seemed like he was just going to babble on forever, so I managed to worm my way out of that conversation. Well, I can't say I blame you. If you let him, he can go on about history all day. He doesn't know when to shut up. He doesn't know how to shut up. Anyway, make sure you don't let the heat sap your strength. Though I'm sure our miracle worker maid will whip up a massive meal to keep us energized. It really does seem like she and Sharon have some kind of history together. I bet my mirror on it. Sharon always plays innocent whenever I ask her about it, though. Well, that about does it for our homeroom. If you will do the honors, Machias. Yes, instructor. All rise. Bow. Look at all the guys and the girls getting along together. Except for Fie and Laura. Fie's just always in her own little world. I like their outfits though. I'm going to go after her, okay? Thanks. But what's with the gloves? Do you think you could maybe make a little more effort to get along with her? You are her senior after all. I'm aware of that, however. It looks like those two are getting along the same as ever. They seem to be arguing after their race in the swimming course too. I heard their group's last field study score was middling as well. That's true. They were like that the entire trip. Is there nothing you can do to smooth things out between them, Ring? Well, I'd love to do something for them, but I could if I could, but jeez. Wait, why me? Well, you just seem so good at this kind of thing. A real natural talent. And besides, you're the well-intentioned Mark who got duped into running errands for the student council. It's not like I do anything that major for them. What's wrong, Elliot? Sorry, what were you saying? Oh, right. I have to agree, Wing. I think you're the best one for the job, too. I mean, it was thanks to you that Juicy and Mechas became buddies. Who the hell became buddies? You must be sniffing roses in the garden of delusions if you think I'm a friend of his. You both say that, but you're totally on the same wavelength. Anyway, hate to dish and dash, but I've got a club meeting to get to. Oh yeah, wind orchestra, right? I should be on my way as well. I got a club meeting to attend myself. I'll catch you all later then. Oh, the class uniform. You can change costumes by selecting the costume you want to wear in the costume section of the camp menu equip tab. If no costume has been selected, the character's outfit will change automatically over the course of the story. However, certain scenes will feature characters wearing specific outfits rather than the costumes you selected. Well, that's an interesting turn of events. Well, that is all the time we have for this episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. If you like this episode, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all on the next episode.